Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadow Toys Photography. Today we are reviewing the ThreeZero Terminator in Sarah Connor. Okay, let me tell you, these figures are awesome. ThreeZero did an incredible job with these. Like, wow, outstanding. Now, I know the question on everyone's mind is, how do they scale with NECA and Great Twins and all the rest? And how do they scale? I mean, their scale is weird. I mean, we'll cover it, but first let's cover them as a whole. Let's get familiar with them, and then we'll start on comparisons. So let's do Arnold here first. So yeah, obviously we'll start with the face sculpt. I think it looks like Arnold. I mean, some angles are a little bit of a miss, but you don't have to try too hard to know, like, oh, okay, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger, especially from this side. Like, wow. From the back, and we'll do a comparison to Mezco, obviously, because of the soft goods. But, you know, no zipper on this side, but it's not really needed. No wire, but the coat is pretty flexible. Nice material, good body, jeans, boots. Like how they put the dirt under there. Very nice job. Very nice job. Let's take a look at Sarah Connor. Again, likenesses are just fantastic. I think they nailed her all the way. Like, wow. I haven't popped on the movie a little bit just to get refreshed, and yeah, they did a pretty good job. Pretty good job. Unfortunately, I don't have their NECA counterparts to compare them to directly. I mean, I do have a lot of NECA Terminator, but I passed on those because, you know, I was like, oh my god, clock Terminators. And I know Great Twins have done them, but, you know, I was excited for these. Now, we'll get into articulation. Here, let me... And we'll discuss the bodies. So pop Sarah's heads off there. So it's just a normal ball peg. But you see, it's like a soft... Like, her chest and stuff, like, this is, like, squishy. It's, like, soft, but as you can see, her arms and legs are not that... what's it? Fison... I'm forgetting the name, but you know what I mean. The completely rubber body, you know, the seamless bodies. It's like a half and half. I don't know, it's weird. But I don't mind it. I mean, she could look down decent, up, side to side. I mean, she can get that down the scope look. I mean, I'll do some poses with her later on, but double jointed elbows, which I love. I think the vest would come off. I'm not too sure. I haven't really tried. I don't want to break anything. But, yeah, normal body. It's like a Fison, I don't know, V-Toys, Figma, you know, Bandai blank. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the pants kind of hinder a little bit, kind of bounces back, but I mean, that's realistic. I mean, one, they're a little older, so they're not going to move like Spider-Man. Two, I mean, they're wearing like jeans and real world clothes. I mean, have you ever wore jeans? I mean, you can't really play basketball in jeans, you know, for example. Here, let's get into his articulation. Now, his body's completely hard. That's got a little thing there. as you can see, you know, normal. I mean, they both operate in the same kind of swap system there. I haven't tried popping his head off yet. Honestly, I'm a little scared. But you could see, I mean, they even got the wrinkles under there. It's just amazing. Yeah, I can't really, it's like one piece, so he gets really good articulation. Despite that being one solid neck piece. His coat is a little restrictive, but you can still, you know, bend him up the right way. Now this particular, I have the wrong trigger finger on, it should be on this hand. This particular T800 unit is left-handed, I noticed in the movie. Now, you can see the body here, you know, normal. Now they didn't sew this to the pants, which I have a love-hate with. I like and I don't like. I like the realism of it, the realistic way it moves. But here, I'll show you. I'm getting to it. Ankle pivots, you know, extraordinary. But, you know, you can get that plumber's crack, you know, that, I mean, it's real. This is why Mezco sews their shirts to their pants. You know, it's not to hide their bodies. It's to kind of prevent this from happening. But again, this isn't, I'm really just nitpicking because these are just fantastic figures. I'm really happy with these. But yeah, like you see there, kind of like his little belly can pop out there. Again, realistic. I mean, I'm a tall person. Arnold's a tall person. I mean, if I, you know, lift my hands up like I'm doing the wave or doing a both double-handed high five or something like that, yeah, my shirt rides up. I mean, my pants don't drop down like that. I usually have a belt on, but and my shirts usually ride up and it looks like I have a, you know, midriff belly shirt on. Again, I'm over 6 feet tall. Arnold's, I believe, like 6'1" or something like that. But yeah, great articulation. Here, let me, if I didn't cover her ankle pivot, I feel like I might have missed that. I do have crunch. Her vest is a little restrictive, but again, it's okay. I don't think I did Arnold's ab crunch. I mean, you pretty much saw the body, so you kind of know what it can do. I mean, don't sleep on these. Everyone, don't sleep on these. These are really great. All right, let's go into accessories. Now we got, first, we'll get the Arnold Carl. Fix his pants there. You see what I'm saying? Again, the tiniest little nitpick. This is Arnold's shotgun. This doesn't pull back or anything, but it's not supposed to. This is one of those like auto shotguns. So it's supposed to just go like boom, 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 boom. All right, so next gun is the, I believe the Scar H. Gun nuts, don't kill me. Sorry. With the grenade launcher attached. There's no hole to fit the Mezco bullet effects, unfortunately. But the clip magazine does pop out with bullets. It's awesome. Boom. We'll get him suited up, don't worry. It comes with a pair of, you know, loose hands, and they're pretty flexible. Kind of rubbery. Let's see. 2 fists. 2 trigger hands, so you can dual wield and all that good Terminator stuff. And a couple of like knife item holding hair-grabbing hands. Now for Sarah, she comes with a little shotgun that technically he used when he was younger to kill John Connor. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't seen the movie. Yikes. But yeah. And she hangs onto it, which I noticed is pretty cool. Again, if I'm gonna nitpick, gripe about movie accuracy, the only thing missing on her is a leg holster to hold this, I noticed. And she's like missing the auto shotgun. But other than that, you know, 100% accuracy. Here's her smoke grenades, flashbangs, whatever, that go in her suit right there, her vest. Her, it's like a bull revolver, I think. Again, gun enthusiasts, don't matter me in the comments. But yeah, revolver, handgun revolver is its class of gun. But it looks like it packs a punch. Boom! And her next gun, she comes loaded. Looks like it's in the Glock family. Very nice, nicely painted, detailed. I mean, it's got like a silver splash over it. She comes with a rocket launcher with strap, cloth strap, very nice. And this pops out. Get your nail in there. Comes out all the way. Simulate putting the rocket in or maybe firing the rocket out with a rocket effect. Do I have one handy? No, unfortunately. But yeah, can we read that? That could come through. Sit upside down. Maybe. Too small to read. She comes with, as you can see, both left hand and right hand trigger. And of course, like Arnold's, they're squishy. Well, not as squishy, but flexible, pliable. 2 open hands. You can see the fingers move. Same as Arnold. 2 fists. Again, normal peg system. And again, 2 item, knife holding, melee weapon, whatever. Have you, hands. And finally, she comes with a set of sunglasses. I know what you're thinking. Where's Arnold's sunglasses? Well, technically, he didn't wear them in the movie. He picked them up, he looked in the mirror, he thought about it, and he didn't do it. Now, I am going to try Mezco's Blade sunglasses on them. I have a hunch that Mezco Blade's sunglasses are going to be a little too big for Arnold, but we'll give it a shot in another video. Again, many guns and many other weapons to try on these guys, but I just, this video will run way too long for trial that. And you can see there's a tiny hole right there. Now, there's not really one on this side, or I can't really find it yet. But you kind of just pop that in there. Kind of finagle it a little bit. And it sits right down there. Kind of on the edge of her nose, like a trooper, like a state trooper. But yeah. Awesome. They look fantastic. Oh man. Now, what you've been waiting for, comparisons. Let's do it. Now first, speaking of Mezco, let's bring in a Black Skull custom, Black Skull body, red hood custom on a Mezco Black Skull body. Wolverine jacket, just like the ninja blood effect there, and the crimson head pack, and just a couple handguns from the Ancient Gomez, Commander Gomez. Excuse me. See, there's so many of them. But yeah, it's just a normal kit bash. But as you can see, right, you can see where I mentioned before how their scale is weird. Now, you'll discover that right now. Mezco, they're a little short. I mean, like I said, he's on a... I could do Mezcos all day, but this is your normal body. You know, boots, skinny body, Gomez body. And they're a little... Here, let's put guys in the middle here. Move this trash. Are you gonna stand for me? My ground here is a little uneven, so that's why. All right, so if you use like the brick in the background, it's kind of the lines to measure up there. I don't know, it's a little short. I mean, that's okay. I mean, you can pretend Red Hood is, you know, a little taller there. But yeah, so, you know, there's a Mezco. Let's try, let's go a little bigger with Mythic Legions. This is the Quadron. It's probably not even gonna fit in the shot. Yeah. As you can see, he takes up full screen, but let's see if I can squeeze him in here. But yeah, the guy's head doesn't even fit, but huge, but maybe something for Arnold to fight. Who knows? Anything can happen in your imagination. All right, I'll stop. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Excuse me. Black Series, Star Wars Black Series, Mandalorian. And it's a custom little bag there with Yoda in there, a little cape. But now they scale pretty perfectly with that. If I, in my humble opinion here, I mean, if you really disagree, let me know. But I mean, if he's average height, you know, she's kind of female and an older female at that, it kind of, what is Linda Hamilton in her 60s, 70s? I know Arnold's, I think, pushing 80, but yeah, they're up there. But anyways, so her size is pretty accurate. And if Arnold's in, you know, like I said, maybe 6 foot, 6'1", it's in there. So they, they scale pretty well with Black Series, which is kind of funny. Like I said, weird. Let's try something a little different. Let's do Transformers. This is a Mastermind Creations Jaguar or Ravage. Yeah, it's a nice little... I know what you're thinking. What, Transformers? Well, they're robots, and you know, Sarah kind of hates robots, so they could fight them together. But yeah, nice. They scale nicely with that. Let's bring in something a little bigger. The Fan Toys Smokey or Drag Strip. Again, well, he doesn't fit in screen either. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously shorter, but again, if they're fighting Decepticons or whatever, I think they scale pretty well. Now, speaking of ThreeZero, they're making such wonderful products and branching out. Let's bring in, very carefully here, their Bumblebee from Transformers. See, that's where I was going with that. Wow, he doesn't fit in the frame either. But yeah, I mean, if he was actually a car, he'd be a little bigger. But just an example of a robot they could fight, and that's ThreeZero. So, you know, the details kind of match up, and they just flow perfectly together. All right, let's move away from Transformers for a minute, and let's finally go to what you've been waiting for: the NECA Terminators. Now let's get them nice and even here. I got 4 here. We'll do John, of course. I don't know if they're gonna stand. Again, my ground is here's a little uneven, but yeah, I mean, not for his age that he's representing, but I mean, if he was older, you know, she would obviously age and he would get taller. So, you know, maybe, and he's still shorter than the Terminator. So he kind of works. You can fudge it. You can fudge it. He's in there. Next, let's do Sarah. Young Sarah. Again, I don't have the older versions, unfortunately, because I was holding out for these. I should have got both, but anyways, yeah, as you can see, Sarah towers over both. Almost embarrassing. Next, let's try from the same movie, because it's, I guess, Dark Fate is technically the sequel. In my mind, I kind of just write it as, you know, what Genesis rewrote the timeline. So now, yeah, we're back to Terminator 1, then Terminator 2, and then the Dark Fate Terminator 3. I don't know. I thought that was kind of lazy. Just connect the movies. It would have been easy. Anyways, as you can see, Arnold, he's too tall for either of them. Again, NECA does a great job, but ThreeZero, hey, I mean, they're in there. Respect. All right, last one. The endoskeleton from NECA, which, as you, again, have already guessed, is way taller. I mean, it could work if Sarah's fighting it with some angles, but with Arnold, no, it doesn't work at all. Not at all. So there you go. There's the big question answered. How does it scale? Well, I mean, you know, NECA runs bigger. Here, let's get her in some poses. But I liked her, the rocket launcher here in the beginning of the movie. That was, her intro was sick. As you can see, I just kind of put that up on there. Look at that. Easy peasy. Now, I don't mind a challenge with posing, but I don't want to struggle. And these, they give me no struggle at all, as you can see. And now she's like fired up and ready to go. Right out of the movie. Like, come on. Let's get something in Arnold's hand here. Now, I'm very happy with these. Very happy. Amazing job, ThreeZero. They did an incredible job. I mean, it just makes me want more Terminators from them. I mean, battle damaged Arnold and maybe I don't know, different clothing version of Sarah, or if that vest comes off, then I guess I won't really need it. But yeah, look at that. Come with me if you want to live. All right, I gotta put the shotgun in his hands. But yeah, please, ThreeZero, make more Terminators. These are fantastic. Wouldn't mind from Dark Fate, Rev 9, both the human and endoskeleton versions of him, because he kind of splits like that. Grace would be cool. Her time traveling version or her soldier version. I mean, please. Heck, even if they did characters from the other movies, that would be fantastic. I know Great Twins also does some excellent Terminator figures, as I mentioned before. I mean, I don't have any yet, unfortunately, but I do have the endoskeleton on pre-order. So I'm hoping it scales nicely with these. I'm really crossing my fingers, but we'll see. Until then, hasta la vista, baby.